All right, so you have decided you are going to sell your home. So, what should you know? Unfortunately, the process is not as simple as calling an agent, having them stick a sign in the ground, and then that perfect dream buyer comes along the next day. So, the first thing to expect is that this process of selling your home is going to take some time. The first chunk of time is going to be spent getting your home ready for the market. Chances are, no matter how tidy and how perfect your home is, some element of home staging needs to be done. It could be as simple as depersonalizing portions of the home. Either way, you'll want to spend time getting your home in a condition where it looks great for pictures and showings. I actually made a complete room by room guide to help you stage your home yourself, and I am happy to share that with you. Just go to thehomestagingguide.com or click on the link in this video description. I like to give my clients around a month to complete the home staging process of getting ready to sell. From there, we also like to take another 7 to 10 days to get all of our marketing elements in place. During this time, we'll take the photos, do the 3D tour, and shoot the video for the property. Now, all those things are actually done in one day, but from there, we take those visual assets and start building out all of the marketing pieces, like the website and the property brochure. So you're looking at about 6 weeks from when we do our home staging consultation to actually hitting your list date. Then there's the time on market. This is the time from when your listing goes live to when you actually go under contract. And at the time I'm recording this video, most homes will spend some time on the market. Our days of listing a home on a Thursday and having multiple offers by Sunday night are gone. Unless you've priced your home to be super competitive, chances are you'll be on the market for a few weeks. In the frenzied COVID market, buyers knew they had to act quickly. So they moved fast to see a home and even made an offer sight unseen just to figuratively get their foot in the door if they couldn't literally get their foot in the door. Now, time is on the buyer's side and they're not jumping out of their seat at lunchtime just hours after your listing went live to go see your home. So if that perfect buyer for your home has plans this weekend, well, they'll probably keep them and take a look at your home next weekend. That fear buyers have of missing out has dissipated substantially, so they're taking their time. Oh, and 2 more things about showings. People will arrive early, people will arrive late. It is best to leave when buyers come look at your home. Having the seller there makes them very uncomfortable and actually speeds up the showing for them. You want buyers to take their time and enjoy the walkthrough of your home. Now, the time investment for showings can be exhausting, so prepare yourself in advance with a game plan of what you'll do for showings so you're not scrambling to figure out a solution hours before you have to leave. Okay, so you spent about 6 weeks getting your home ready for the market. Maybe you spent another month or 2 with showings here and there, and now you're under contract. What happens now? In most areas, it takes about 30 to 45 days to go from contract to close once you're under contract. And this time is taken up by the lender to make sure they can underwrite the loan and taken up by the title company to make sure the home can be sold without any title defects. It's also the time for the buyer to complete their inspection and negotiate repairs. Now, the lender is approving 2 things, the borrower and the house. Most lenders wait until the house is under contract before completely underwriting the buyers. This means they're using this time to actually verify and check up on all the things the buyers stated when they initially applied for the loan. So they're getting actual tax returns, they're confirming employment and verifying income, assets, and debts. They're also working to qualify the house. And this is when they get an appraisal to make sure the house appraises for the purchase price and to make sure there's nothing that would create an issue for them should they ever be in a position where the lender would have to sell your house because the buyers defaulted on the loan. The title company works on making sure the people who are selling the house are in fact allowed to sell the house. They're making sure no one else has a claim to the property and that there are no issues that could affect you getting a clean title to the property. They're also the go-between with all the parties to facilitate the closing, and they make sure everyone has provided the necessary documentation. And then the inspection. What to expect with inspections? There will likely be something that comes up with the inspection where you're going to hear something surprising. I mean, you've lived in the house for years without an issue. Why must it be an issue now? Well, everyone has different thresholds of comfort when it comes to inspection reports. And you'll be the same way when you buy a house and get an inspection. So it might help for me to walk you through what may or may not happen as a result of the inspection report. Now, it is possible, but highly unlikely that the inspector is not going to find anything wrong with your home. Your house is perfect and there are no deficiencies at all. Now, in the 18 years I've been in real estate, I've actually never seen that happen, but I guess there's always a first time for everything. Or on the other hand, the inspector could discover something that could be a major red flag that would result in a significant expense to a buyer within a short period of time of their ownership of the home, which then that could actually make the buyer question if the house is worth the money they initially offered to pay for it. And big red flags can compromise a contract. But more than likely, what's going to happen is there's going to be a list of small items that add up to a few hundred or maybe even a few $1,000s. At the end of the day, what you're selling is not a brand new home, and things deteriorate over time. Most buyers are going to want a number of the items flagged as deficient on the inspection report made right before closing, or they're going to want some sort of financial incentive back so they have the cash to fix these items themselves after they close. So think about it going in. If you want to lean more toward offering some sort of financial incentive back to the buyer, or if fixing things before closing is more your speed. Knowing that going in and preparing for that now allows you to be ready for either of those scenarios so that you can move forward without any hangups in the process. Now, there are some other things you should know about selling your home. There will be forms, lots and lots of forms. At the beginning, your agent will ask you for a lot of documentation and disclosures. And then there could be a lot of forms associated with the contract on your house. Know what you are signing before going into a contract, so you already know what everything means before it's put in front of you to sign. And if your agent has not already provided it, ask for an initial walkthrough of the contract forms that might apply to your sale before you receive that contract. And this should be the case if you're a buyer or a seller. When you get the opportunity to review the forms in advance, you won't feel rushed and worry you might be missing something when you get an actual offer or maybe sign quickly in the excitement of the moment. Another thing, quirky buyers. Prepare for all types of buyers, from those nitpicking minor details to the very lowball offers. They're out there, and sometimes dealing with them is just part of the process. Many people come in low just to see if you'll bite, only to bring up their offer later. And at the end of the day, when you might start to get a little weary with the process, remind yourself of your goal for selling your home in the first place. Maybe it's cashing out on equity, or starting a new chapter, or moving closer to family. If you keep looking at the goal and not the process, it will help you persist. Now, before I close out this video, if we have not met yet, I'm Jennifer Shannon. I'm a realtor and broker associate with Keller Williams. If you are looking to sell or buy a house anywhere in the DFW Metroplex, my team and I want to be your real estate resource of choice. Simply reach out to me by email at jshannon@kw.com or by phone or text to 214-803-4444. And if you are not in the DFW area, please let me know if my team and I can help in any way. We connect soon-to-be sellers with some of the top realtors in the nation. We are part of a national network of real estate agents where we can verify and vet top-performing agents to make sure you are working with a savvy professional in any metro. If you'd like us to connect you with a trusted and experienced agent, just let us know. Well, that is all I have for now. I will see you in the next video. Bye.